Shalom.
Shalom.
You got a Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out. Before we get started, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, B'Kadash.
Hey, double honors to the elders and apostles. Great millstones. Yes, do well and prosper. Peace and salutations to the hope of the elect scattered before front of the earth, temple of King David. To you we say Shalom.
Shalom. Hey, Shalom. We're back at it again another week with the Spirit of the Lord to come out and do what? To feed the sheep, right?
That's right.
Then the Lord tell Peter to feed the sheep 3 times.
That's right.
Which shows you how paramount and how important it is to be doing the work. That's our purpose, to be doing the work. Feed the sheep, right?
That's right.
So we're going to jump into it through the Spirit. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying for whoever view this lesson. I'm going to start off with Brother Gms, Matthew 16:4. The brother spoke about, this wicked and adulterous generation, which is also known as the 2/3. The 2/3 are that wicked and adulterous generation. 2/3 is known, when we burn out in camp, is that multitude that's going to perish because they're born in vain.
Is that 16:24?
Matthew 16, and now in verse 4.
Oh, I got you. This is Matthew 16:4. A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign.
And these are words in Yahweh Shai. Read them one more time.
A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign.
Which is the 2/3. 2/3 is that wicked and adulterous generation that's seeking after a sign.
That's right.
See, what they want is for the Most High to send Yahweh Shai down, or send the Most High himself down and actually perform miracles and to tell them and they'll build a record with them. The sign of the prophets ain't good enough for them.
That's right.
Because we know that true sign, as we keep reading, is the sign of the prophets in the last days. Keep on.
And there shall no sign be given unto it but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And he left them and departed.
Yeah. So the sign that's given is the sign of the prophet Jonas, which is that's the brothers today, the elect waking up. That's what Ezekiel 37 chapter is all about. Revelation 11 chapter tells you that in the last days that the children of Israel will stand upon their feet and great fear will come upon their enemies. We are the sign.
That's right.
You see? But this wicked and adulterous generation, the 2/3, the turds, hey, they want the Most High, to come and deal with them once again directly.
Right.
Because the prophets and his word ain't good enough. Right. And it's going to be a grave penalty. It's going to be a destruction and death unto those that refuse the words of the Lord.
That's right.
See? Because that's what the Lord said. You got it, bro.
So yeah, we're just getting back into this wicked and adulterous generation, man.
Yep.
These people, our people in particular, are disobeying the commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So brother could grab Proverbs 11 and 20. And then somebody pull up the definition of the word fraud.
All right.
And you pull it in the Merriams.
All right. Common definition.
Got it.
All right.
Proverbs 11 and 20.
Got it.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 20. They that are of a forward heart are abomination to the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But such as are upright in their way are his delight.
So the man out here preaching on the highways and byways, the people who are listening diligently and sincerely, they're of the upright heart and they're a delight to the Lord. But the people you see out here in the world, they're an abomination to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
That's right.
Now, I got that word forward here. Common definition. It says a person that's difficult to deal with or contrary. To be contrary. All right? It goes on to say habitually disposed to disobedience and opposition.
Who's that? Who's that sound like, man? That's exactly what Jake is. Habitually disposed to disobedience.
Look out.
God, no matter what they do, they're going to go to the things that are contrary to the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Yep.
And that's why he calls our people a stiff-necked people.
Yep.
Deuteronomy 11 and 13. Furthermore, Yahweh spake unto me, saying, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Let me alone. Let me alone, that I may destroy them and blot out their name from under heaven.
So Yahweh Bashim Yahushai wanted to completely destroy Israel because they were so disobedient. This is back when Moses came down from getting the commandments, that they had the golden calf built up there,
Yep.
and he had to cuss all those niggas out, man.
Yep.
And so, how about Shai was just gonna say, let me just destroy these people altogether and just start over from scratch.
And it reads, and I will make of thee a nation mightier and greater than they.
So he was just gonna start over again and build a greater nation because our people were disobedient. They were a stiff-necked people, and that stiff neck comes up multiple times in the scriptures because Israel continues to go off over and over again. That's what that word habitually means. That means even when they get right, they get wrong right back again.
All right, hey, I want to tap into something. Beautiful point. Start that verse all the way over from the top.
Deuteronomy 11 and 13. Furthermore, Yahweh spake unto me, saying, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people.
Yep, speaking of the children of Israel, right? The 2/3, they continually, like we read, they stay habitually in disobedience, and they're the opposition to what? Righteousness. They're always against what's right. You see? Go ahead.
14. Let me alone, that I may destroy them and blot out their name from under heaven.
See, blot out their name from under heaven. What is that getting into? That's getting into blotting out their name from the book of life.
That's right.
And we're going to get into the account in Psalm 109, starting with King David. We can start from the top. You know? Because these words that were spoken, hey, you said that who was speaking? What verse that's in? What book is that in?
Deuteronomy.
So that's Moses speaking, he was speaking about. See? Which he came back and said the same thing. We're going to read it in Psalm 109 because it was King David. King David was Moses in the reincarnation.
That's right.
See? So you're going to see him say the same thing concerning the 2/3. The same thing. Go ahead, Psalm 109.
Psalm 109 and verse 1.
Yep.
Hold not thy peace, O power, O my praise. The mouth of the wicked, the mouth of the deceitful are open against me.
Yep.
They have spoken against me with a lying tongue.
Yeah. Esau and then 2/3 of my people. They speak against the men of the Lord today, don't they? With a lying tongue. They call us rapists. They speak all manner of evil concerning the scriptures. Yep, terrorists. You see? They say that we a hate group. You know, the Jesus saved dude down the street. We're a hate group. We're in a cult. You see? All of these sorts of things. They speak all manner of wickedness still. Keep going.
They compass me about also with words of hatred.
And they compare every day. They come on the comment boards, slandering us, speaking words of hatred. Go ahead.
And fought against me without a cause.
See, they don't have a cause. Because even Yahweh Shai, when he was persecuted, and we stand in the same seat as Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai was persecuted without a cause. Remember what Pontius Pilate said? He washed his hands. He washed his hands in the blood of this man. He said, I find no guilt with this man. The same thing as us today. Keep going.
For my love, they are my adversaries, but I give myself unto prayer.
Yeah, keep going.
And they reward me evil for good.
They reward evil for good. That's why they're always the opposition. Esau and 2/3. Go ahead.
And hatred for my love.
And hatred for love. And this is the perfect example of what happened when Yahweh was here. He was giving and bringing love, the true love. You know, which is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And they were against it. Keep going, because we're going to hear what King David, what he said, which was Moses going back. He came back and said the same thing again. Keep going.
Set thou a wicked man over him.
Yep.
And let Satan stand at his right hand.
Now this is going into the account, you know, when you go into precepts, this going to the account of Judas, you know, going and betraying the Lord. Keep going.
When he shall be judged, let him be condemned.
Yep.
And let his prayer become sin.
Keep going. Because Judas prayed, but he was already condemned. You see? So as we keep going, and this is what this is getting into, but King David said something about the wicked and the 2/3. We'll get to 2/3 in a second. Keep going.
Let his days be few, and let another take his office.
So when you go into that, Matthias took the office of Judas as that disciple, that last disciple. Because Judas hung himself, you know. He killed himself. Right. So this is getting into that account, but it goes further. Keep going.
Let his children be fatherless, and his wife a widow.
Let his children be fatherless, and his wife a widow. Now we're about to get to the rest of the 2/3, all the rest of the wicked of Israel. Keep going.
Let his children be continually vagabonds and beg.
And beg.
Let them seek their bread also out of their desolate places.
But this don't concern the elect. Lord won't be elect because the Lord said that his prophets wouldn't be found, his men wouldn't be found begging for bread.
That's right.
See? So that's showing us going further to 2/3. Keep going.
Let the extortioner catch all that he hath, and let the stranger spoil his labor.
Keep going.
Let there be none to extend mercy unto him.
There will be none to extend mercy unto Esau, and the 2/3 is going to die along with the heathen.
Neither let there be any to favor his father's children.
Keep going.
Let his prosperity be cut off,
Yep.
and in the generation following, let their name be blotted out.
And in what?
In the generation following, let their name be blotted out.
So the wicked, these Edomites we see walking by us, these Edomites, hey, they're gonna be blotted out. They ain't gonna have, but that blotted out is getting into the names being written in the book of life. That's right. Their names, what the brother read, which was what the same thing Moses said concerning the nation of Israel, and he said the same thing again. King David prayed this, he said that their names be blotted out. Keep going.
Let the iniquity of his fathers be remembered with the Lord.
All the wickedness they did, they said, let his blood be amongst our children, right? That's right. Let that be remembered. Go ahead.
And let the sin of his mother be blotted out.
Yep. Hey, the water. That was beautiful. So that's the promises. That was a prayer that King David prayed, and those promises are being fulfilled today. Because the Lord's going to honor that, because he said 2/3 is going to be cut off and die.
That's right.
You go back, you got it, brother. 20 ahead into the
That also show like when the Lord said he gave him the keys, like what he did on earth, or what he would say on the earth.
Yep. That's part of he gave the keys. You see? Beautiful.
Brother could grab Acts 7:51.
Acts 7:51.
So just going back, man, 2/3 of our people are disobedient to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
So, like the brother said, those 2/3 have to be cut off and die.
Yep.
This is Acts 7:51. Ye stiff-necked and uncircumcised in heart and ears, ye do always resist the holy power. As your fathers did, so do ye. Which of the prophets have not your fathers persecuted? And they have slain them, which showed before of the coming of the just one.
So that generation, man, they came to slay the prophets.
Yep.
Whenever the prophets came to rebuke our people, they hated what they heard so bad that they wanted to kill the prophets. And
This is Acts 7:51. Ye stiff-necked and uncircumcised in heart.
And who that sound like, man? That sound like 2/3 of our people. Stiff neck. You know, hard head, man. And what they say about a hard head?
Make a soft ass.
Hard head make a soft ass, man.
right, that's right.
You know?
And that uncircumcised in heart, man, that goes into you putting off the ways of this world and coming back into the ways of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
That's the spiritual circumcision.
That's right.
Yep. That's right. Beautiful.
And ears, ye do always resist the holy power, as your fathers did, so do ye.
God. So our people are just like the generations before. They resist the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
They don't want to hear, like it says, they hated him that rebuketh in the gate.
Right.
When they hear rebuke, they hate that. They turn their ears and they go back into their wickedness.
I got a precept for you. Somebody give me Matthew 23:37. So brother Quanawap was speaking about the fact that they hate the prophets, you know, and that they're against the men of the Lord. See, and they do hate the prophets. And this is another account showing you the hate that 2/3 of our people have for the men of the Lord.
This is the book, St. Matthew, chapter 23, verse 37. Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou hast killed the prophets and stoned them which are sent unto thee.
So the ones that the Lord sent until these hard-hearted, stiff-necked Israelites, the 2/3 who are rejecting the truth. You see? Oh, Jerusalem, you know, speaking to you Israelites. Read it one more time about the shop.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 23, verse 37.
Yeah.
Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem,
Yep.
thou hast killed the prophets and stoned them which are sent unto thee.
Yeah, you know, Stephen and different prophets were beheaded, was killed. That show you the hatred our people got, you know, for this word, for the men of the Lord. Any more?
How often would I have gathered thy children together, even as a hen gathers her chickens under her wings, and ye would would not.
And ye would not. So the Lord, and the scriptures tell you that where it tells you that our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou beest no priest unto me. And the Lord said he will forget thee and your children.
That's right.
See, he said, you know, if you would accept me, I would take care of, I would cover you and your children.
That's right.
Like a hen gathering her chicks.
That's right.
I will protect you. But you reject my word, you kill the prophets, you slander the men of the Lord. Once again, the brother's word can come back to me. You know, our people are in that perpetual sense of disobedience.
That's right.
You know, that's all they know is to be wicked.
And rejection hurts, man.
Yep.
You know, it does hurt. Just like how you brothers, you know, you probably been
Yep.
rejected from a job,
Yep.
rejected from a bug out broad.
Yep.
You know, rejection hurts, man. So imagine being rejected from the outside, man, while you're out.
Yep.
You know, it's gonna hurt real bad, man.
That's right.
You know, but that's simply because our people, they reject to hear the words, man.
That's right.
You know, they reject to hear this truth. You know, they simply reject coming back to the ways of Yahweh Shema Shai. They reject the light, man.
That's right.
You know, so the Lord got something special for you 2/3, man.
That's right.
You know,
Yep.
You know, going into how, you know, all 2/3 they reject us.
Yep.
You know, it says right here, John 15 and 18. If the world hate you, you know that it hated me before they hated you. Verse 19. If you were of the world would love his own.
and we're not of the world, man.
Yep.
You know, we're not of this place. We're not for this place or none of that, man. You know,
You want to see this place go down.
huh?
But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the
We
world.
were chosen out
God.
of the world, man.
Yep.
You know, and Yahweh Razal, we are those men. We were chosen out. You know,
Therefore the world hateth you.
that's right. The world hates us, man. You know, and again, you know, going back to that precept, they hated him. They rebuking the gate, man. They hated Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah.
Look what they did to Yahweh Shai, man. You know, they put him to death because they hated him, man. They hated to hear the truth. You know,
They hate us because we come in the stead of Yahweh
That's
Shai
right.
right now.
Yep.
that's right.
Because the scriptures say if we was on the world would love his own, right? That's how we know. Or they would love us if we was coming, you know, giving them Christianity and the ways of the world, the Kemetic beliefs,
Smooth thing.
yes, smooth things, the philosophies of the world. They would accept us, you know. They'd be
Esau can make it.
saying Esau can make it. They'd be sitting right here with their legs crossed.
That's right.
You know, saying Amen.
And this is Mark chapter 6 and verse 4. But Yahweh shall said unto them, a prophet is not without honor, but in his own country, and among his own kin, and in his own house. So the men of the Lord are truly not respected by their own people. So that's why they killed the prophet. They didn't truly respect him. That's right. So that ultimately goes back to the church.
Nah, because it's like the brother said, man, we don't have respect in our own houses.
Right.
Man. The truth right now has no value to this world except for to the elect of Israel.
Yep.
So the only people who are going to hearken to this word are the people who may be of the elect.
That's
If
right.
The world can't receive this.
My sheep hear my voice.
Yeah, that's right.
Nah,
I
like,
got one more for you. You about to say something else?
I was just going to say back in Daniel 12, it says the wicked cannot understand.
Yeah, it does.
So the wicked of our people won't be able to receive this knowledge. So it doesn't. It's of no worth to them.
Matter of fact, hold that. We're gonna get that. I'm glad you brought it out. Somebody get Daniel 12 and 10. You can tell that's what he's speaking on. Daniel 12 and 10. We're gonna hold that. But Daniel 12 and 10 is what the brother Quanawaf speaking on. You're right. You know, it don't pertain to them. It don't apply to them. You see? So that's why they're not gonna. That's why we don't fret that these niggas can't get it because it's not for them.
Right.
This is Daniel 12 and 10. Many shall be purified and made white.
It made white. To be purified, means you're gonna be cleansed. You have to be cleansed in the word, John 15 and 3. So we're being purified now and made white. You see? That means being holy, being separate of these niggas. Be holy, separate of sinners, the scripture says. Go ahead.
And tried.
And try, because the true men of the Lord, pertaining to Sirach 2 and 5, have to be tried in the furnace of adversity. I mean, the Lord gotta take you through hell. You gotta go through some things. You know, you gotta learn how to walk. You gotta learn the ways of righteousness. And that means we know what? That the Lord's dealing with you. He chastises those he loves.
That's right.
That's all that means.
You're gonna deny yourself.
Right.
You know?
That's right. You gotta go.
But the wicked shall do wicked.
This is what the Lord's speaking about. But the wicked, 2/3, you know, the heathen. Esau is the head of the wicked. But these are all the classifications of the wicked people the Lord is speaking to. Sometimes he's speaking directly just to Esau. When he says the born of wickedness, Malachi 1:4, but the wicked here is speaking of all those that reject the truth. But the wicked shall do what?
The wicked shall do wicked.
Niggas gonna be niggas, go ahead. Whether they so-called Latino niggas, you know, Native American niggas, or just, you know, you regular niggas out here.
And niggas being niggas is not just niggas out here in the streets, smoking dope, whatever. It's the same niggas who's out here working 9 to 5, think they're doing right. They're still doing wicked.
That's right. Yeah.
Same niggas out here worshiping, they're worshiping these pagan holidays.
Yep.
You know? Christmas.
Perfect example. Yep.
Thanking.
Yep.
Halloween just passed.
Yep.
Halloween. You seen a bunch of niggas out here,
A bunch of
man.
niggas. By the droves, niggas was out here.
That's right.
Niggas was going hard too.
That's right.
Niggas was going hard in the paint for
Hard in the
Halloween.
paint.
And we weren't even on Halloween Day.
Nah, I wasn't even Halloween.
They just playing dress up, they just wearing dresses now.
Yeah.
This-
They said
Niggas,
they had women delivering drinks in a casket.
Oh, see,
That was
man.
in Dallas Center.
niggas. See?
Niggas, man.
That's the spirit of niggerdom. And the Lord about to do away with that spirit. Got a little bit more.
Oh, God. And none of the wicked shall understand.
But none of these wicked niggas is gonna understand, and Esau ain't gonna be able to understand it. And you heathen, y'all ain't got a goddamn chance. You ain't gonna understand what's going on.
That's right.
This is a spiritual phenomenon. You gotta be spiritual to get this, and you gotta be of the elect. So you have to be spiritual and of the elect to get this. Because you got niggas that's within, you know, the circumcision that ain't gonna get it either. You got niggas in the circumcision too.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? That ain't right. You see? There you got a precept.
I got a precept. Yep. Matthew 13 and 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables?
Yeah.
He answered and said unto them, Because it is given. He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but unto them it is not given. Right? To the rest of y'all 2/3, you know, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is not given unto y'all. Y'all are in complete darkness, man. Verse 12, it says, For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath, right? Even that little small smidgen of knowledge y'all got is going to be stripped away. That's it. Oh, so like, yeah, go ahead.
Scripture also say that it's made plain to the holy and a stumbling block to the wicked.
Yep.
Plain being that, you know, it's clear.
Yep.
The knowledge is clear. There's confusion.
Very clear.
You can see that with these pastors, because if they're not coming to get the breakdowns from GMS, then whenever they try to do it by themselves, they fumbling, stumbling, they slipping and flipping all over their words. Because they don't understand. They weren't given the eye salve. They, what's it say? Blessed are your eyes for they see, your ears for they hear.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. Beautiful. Let me go back to that.
I got it.
Bring it on.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 21. Yet I have planted thee a noble vine, holy, a great seed, it's like a right seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? So that's right, man. Our people, they have become a strange vine, man. You know, finished, man. Worship after the ways of the heathen. You know, got this whole mind state, do as thou wilt spirit, man. You know, our people, they have become worse than heathens, man.
Yep.
Dreadlocks, you know, and all eating shrimp, pork, crabs, and lobsters, man.
They love it.
Yeah.
Love that, man.
A degenerate plant, man. But keep reading. Verse 22. For though thou hast washed thee with nitrate and take thee much soap, yet thine iniquity is marked before me, saith the Lord of power. So that's right, man. A lot of people they try to clean themselves and all of that. Or you know how you try to clean yourself and you just can't get the filth off, man. You know, a lot of people they try to what's that word? Holy water. Wash themselves with holy water. You're still filthy, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Go to church,
Yeah.
pray to fake white man Jesus, and then come out and commit all kind of bugged out acts, man.
Yep.
You know?
Everybody that says but it's still marked before them.
That's right.
Because that mark goes back to that mark of exemption or destruction. Either you're going to give that mark up the wall, either you're going to be exempt from judgment, or and get that white stone that Yahweh spoke about in Revelation 2nd chapter, or you're going to get the black stone, which in the ancient world, that means you're going to get destroyed. That's right. You get the black stone, you're going to get put to death out here, and the Lord ain't going to pity. The Lord going to be glad when you niggas die. You know, because prophecy will be being fulfilled.
And we're going to rejoice.
And we're going to rejoice. You know? Did the Lord say, did he say that we're going to laugh and basically paraphrasing the face of adversity?
That's right.
You know? Who's going to be doing the laughing? Hey, Most High and his men here on the earth.
Laugh at their calamity.
That's right, laugh at their calamity. You know? They spoke about that? Nah, Jeremiah 5 and 24. Spoke about, the brother brought out that they are, a degenerate plant. 2/3 are a degenerate plant. And then they are like the heathen. The brother said they're worse than the heathen. There's a precept proving that. They're worse than the heathen.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 5, verse 23.
Yeah, we'll go down to the bottom.
But this people have a revolting and rebellious heart.
I mean, they're continually in the midst of sin. They continually refuse the words of the Lord. They hate reproof. They hate the truth. Really, they hate themselves. You see? Because they Israelites. But they don't want to come back to the truth. So this is perpetual, continual, revolting. Go ahead.
They are revolted and gone. Neither say that they in their heart, let us now fear the Lord.
They don't say, let's consider the words of the Bible that we are the children of Israel. They don't say that. So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. You don't really say that. Because if you did, you'd be out here. You wouldn't be walking by us, week in and week out. You'd be on the comment board. Every brother's videos will have hundreds of comments on it if you really consider the words of the Lord. So they don't say, let us consider the words of the Lord. You got it, bro.
If I may, they don't consider until they see things start to go awry.
Yep.
When they start seeing, like when they had that false nuclear attack, the brothers in Hawaii, they got all those views on their videos, and people were like, I don't know what to do, and I can't get any answers from anybody else. Let me go to the man of the Lord and see what they have to say.
And I told you that Jake waits till the last minute, man. He waits till the last minute to try to get saved.
And then another thing too, when the whole you call this thing that happened now, can I say the P word?
Yeah.
The whole pandemic came to pass.
It's a pandemic.
Yeah, there you go. My subscriber a damn count shut up, man.
That's so.
It show you that Jake just want to be damn edified, and like how the brother said, man, Jake waits till last minute, and when all hell breaks loose, Jake gonna try to come out here with garments and brush off the dust of their garments and try to come out here and prophesy. Knowing this place will be destroyed.
Jake would rather be, Jake would rather be entertained than edified.
That's right.
Than to be taught and to be built up. He'd just rather be entertained. If we was out here yelling at Edomites, then we used to do that right around the corner over here. We used to get, getting the Edomites' ass all the time. They'd be coming up, trying to come against the word, cutting the fuck out of them. And them views back in the day on our old Charlotte campaign, the first one, them views would be like 8,000. But regular lessons would be 200, 161. But when you cut Edomites up, people sharing it, and hey, they like entertainment.
That's right.
But their entertainment time is almost over.
Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 24. Neither say they that in their heart, let us now fear the Lord our power.
Yeah, they don't consider the words of the Lord.
That's right. That giveth rain, both the former and the latter. In this season, he reserveth unto us the appointed weeks of the harvest.
So the Most High got everything in the palm of his hand. They don't consider that the Most High is truly omnipotent. That he's all-knowing, all-powerful, and all-doing. They don't consider that.
And that cuts free will.
Yeah, that cuts free will. They think that they just doing whatever they want to do. The Lord watching them and seeing them, because the Lord said, use not your liberty for an occasion to the flesh. He's allowing them, let me see what they're going to do. Oh, okay. So when judgment comes, when the axe come down, hey, what can you really say? That's right. You got looking for.
Verse 25.
Yep.
Your iniquities have turned away these things.
See, your wickedness, the Lord said our people add sin and sin, your wickedness has turned away good things from you. Go ahead.
Right. And your sins have withheld good things
from you.
So because you stay in that revolted, perpetual, lifestyle of sin, and iniquity, which is evil doing, that's why you can't get the truth, and that's why you're not going to get salvation.
Verse 26, Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 26.
Yep.
For among my people I found wicked men.
Hey, amongst Israel, there's nothing but a bunch of wicked niggas. That's why that's why the scriptures refer to them as the two-thirds. Two-thirds going to be cut off and die. So among our people are wicked niggas, and some of them, once again, are in the circumcision too. A bunch of wicked niggas. And the Lord going to weed them out. Keep going.
They lay wait as he that set up snare.
Yep.
They set up a trap to catch men.
They catch men in these churches, these philosophies of the world, all forms of manner of wickedness, everything that's against his word. It's our people getting caught up in there because that's the will of the Lord. We're almost there.
That's right. Verse 27. As a cage full of birds,
Yep.
so are their house full of deceit.
Their house are full of deceit, wickedness, evil, boy.
Therefore they are become great and wax rich.
See? In the world, a lot of our people become great, waxing rich. It's these entertainers and athletes, you see? These mega pastors, these televangelists, you got a lot of jakes that's waxing fat, getting rich. Let's see what it say.
Verse 28. They are waxing fat.
Yep.
They shine.
They shining. They shining right now.
Right. They overpass the deeds of the wicked.
And that's the point when the brother said they more wicked than the wicked. Now Jacob became more wicked than Esau, who's the epitome of wickedness on the planet. The Lord said, this is the wicked. He marked the nigga. Look at how he looked. You see, he marked him with leprosy. He said, this is a sign of who the wicked is. Now Jacob is more wicked than he is. You see?
You got these Jake women out here and sitting out here get this damn this blonde hair, man, trying to be like wicked. So they're worse than
Yep. They are worse.
Because who's the face of all these wicked things, man?
Yep.
They put Jake at the forefront of the alphabet community.
Yep.
They got Jake at the forefront of these drug dealer thug niggas.
Yep.
They got Jake at the forefront of all this hoeing thought culture.
Yep.
So they've clearly surpassed the deeds of the wicked.
Yep. You want that? Okay, bring it out.
All right, so Jeremiah 11 and 14 or 15.
All right, you can start at 15.
All right, 15. Were they ashamed when they had committed abomination?
Yet speaking of the children of Israel, the Lord said, were they ashamed when they was out here doing this wickedness? Go ahead.
Nay, they were not at all ashamed.
Nah, they wasn't ashamed. Niggas love to be wicked. Niggas love to do wickedness. They got a love affair with keeping the ways of Satan, keeping the ways of the world. But anything righteous, they ain't trying to hit it. Oh, man. I mean, I hear what y'all saying, man, but I don't know, man. I got to get this bag. Keep going, bro.
Yeah, they be having a competition who can do the most wickedest shit.
That's right.
And then when it comes to righteousness, it's like needles in their head.
That's
they
right.
can't stand it.
Yep.
Proverbs 12 and 30 and 12.
It says, nay, they were not at all ashamed.
No, they not ashamed.
Neither could they blush.
Nope.
Therefore they shall fall among them that fall.
Yep. Therefore, they shall fall among them that fall. Those that's going to fall is going to be the two-thirds we're speaking about. You see? The two-thirds, and they're going to fall right with Esau. Esau going to fall, they're going to fall right with Esau. Right with these Edomites. Go ahead.
At the time that I visit them, they shall be cast down, said Yahweh.
See, the Lord's coming to visit them. He's going to cast them down. They're going to fall right along with these damn Edomites and the heathen. Keep going.
Thus said Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see. Ask for the old path.
And see, what they're supposed to be doing is returning and asking for the old paths. Job 8:8 tells us to inquire and prepare ourselves for the search of our fathers, because our days are short, are but a shadow on the earth. So the time we got here, we're supposed to be fearing the Lord and keeping His commandments, not partying and bullshit and that reveling spirit, that nigga spirit, that YOLO spirit. They get high every day, I'm fucking bitches every day. That spirit, hey, that ain't gonna get you saved. Keep going.
Says, and ask for the old paths.
Ask for the old ways, which is in the Bible.
Where is the good way?
Where's the good way? Because clearly, the way that these niggas is living ain't the good way. It's nothing but full of wickedness.
Right. You get shot up every day.
Every day. It's the same shit.
And,
We almost there.
and walk therein,
Walk in the righteous way.
and you shall find rest for your soul.
And see, that's how you find peace. You find peace in these words. This word is known as the comforter. Go ahead.
But they said, we will not walk therein.
They said, no, I don't want comfort. I don't want salvation. I want to be a nigga till I die.
It's Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 12. There is a generation that are pure in their own eyes, and yet is not washed in their filthy.
And like going back into what the brother DeMarcus Bosch was saying, man, these people, they believe that everything that they're doing is in righteousness, and even if they know it's not, they still have that pride on them in order to push that belief. And so when they're not washed of their wickedness because they're ingrained, it's ingrained in them at this point.
Just like Esau with his rust. Can't wipe it off.
Yep, that's right.
Get 13 too.
And if I can add, another reason why they do that is because they follow the precepts of men. Verse 13, there's a generation, oh, how lofty are their eyes, and their eyelids are lifted up.
Got it. That's that pride, man.
Yep.
They have, like it says, the daughters of Zion have a haughty look. So that's that pride. People they're full of pride, but they have nothing to be proud of. The society we live in is a degenerate society that's bound for destruction, but they take pride in their possessions. They take pride in whatever the little perks, the little slave package that Esau gives them, and so their eyes, it's like they have their nose stuck up at the men of the Lord, even though we're trying to give them the words of salvation.
Hey, they're proud of America. That's why they celebrate these holidays. We talked about it earlier. We know the 4th of July. You know, when the 4th of July comes, the niggas cooking out and all that. They're proud of this place, but it's an abomination. How are you proud of an abominable, filthy fucking place like this? Because these niggas is abominable and filthy. That's why. They're one and the same.
Yeah, I got something. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 20.
Yep.
Woe unto them that call evil good. That word woe goes back to destruction. Woe unto them that call evil good. Hey, man, our people, they call evil good, man. You know, going around killing each other, smoking weed, shrimp, pork, crabs, and lobsters, working out for ways for the devil. These women want to be harlots, you know. Jake, again, going to the holidays, man. You know, they call all that good, man. You know, Jake don't even consider. Jake don't like to do research. You know, they call evil good, man. Keep reading. They call evil good. It's like they call good evil and evil good. So Jake calls, yeah, man. Jake is all confused.
Yep.
You know, if it's bad for him, Jake is it.
Yep.
If it's good for him, Jake don't want him to do with it, man. You know, it's like in light for darkness and put bitter for sweet, and it's like that sweet for bitter. You know, and the things that Jake don't need to hear or don't need to partake in, you know, they'll do them things, man. You know, everything that, you know, we're teaching Jake about salvation, you don't want to hear that, man.
Right.
But yet, if you see a woman on damn Instagram and TikTok twerking, millions and thousands of likes and comments and all that. You know?
This is Ecclesiastes 10, starting verse 5. It says, for there is an evil which I have seen under the sun as an error which proceeded from the ruler. Verse 6, folly is set in great dignity, and rich sit in low place. Just going back to what you said, evil set up over good, basically. They call evil good because folly is set great dignity, you know. They push folly so much, you know, that people feel as if this is what's right.
Because who you see on the top of society, man? You see the most wickedest of Jake. They're at the top of society. We got the Meg the Stallions.
Yep.
We got the whatever these rappers, Jay-Z's, rappers.
Cardi B.
Yeah, Cardi B's.
Rihanna, all of them.
Yeah.
And they do that to push the most wickedness.
Yeah.
You see, that word folly, got some synonyms for that word. You see that word folly. Folly goes into, I don't know if it's bringing it up. It basically goes into the stupidity, foolishness. You see? All forms of manner of stupidity. That's why the Lord says people are astonished, they're stupid. Because they are one, they're one with folly. You know, they stupid. So that they be on the folly trolley. There used to be a little trolley that come around and people be doing all kind of stupidity, making faces. Jake on the folly trolley.
Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children.
That's the precept. Sottish, they're stupid. Stupid children. Right? Go ahead.
And they have none understanding.
And that's one of the things, one of the ways that make Jake stupid is that they don't have no understanding of truth. They don't have no now they understand how to cook coke. You know, you got the cartels down in Mexico, the Yucatan, murdering, killing niggas at high rates, killing people. You know, you got these gangs all across the country, especially Chicago. On any given weekend, 50 people could die in Chicago.
They know how to twerk.
They know how to twerk.
You know, put up Christmas trees.
Yep.
Make pork.
Make pork.
You ask Jake to do anything righteous, they have no idea.
They
how
have
to
no
do it.
idea.
But you bring up something wicked. Yeah.
Yeah.
You bring up something wicked, man. They look, I got the recipe right here.
And they with it. and they're excited about doing it. You see what I'm saying? A nigga excited about telling you how to cook some coke or how to rob a nigga. Yeah, I know how to get the niggas to we be doing this. Keep going, bro.
Says they are wise to do evil,
They're wise to do wickedness.
but to do good they have no knowledge.
And that's why the Lord said it's stupid. Because they call good evil and evil good, the brother just read. Everything that's righteous, they look at it as there's something wrong with it. And everything that's wicked, they're like, well, shit, it ain't really that bad. You see what I'm saying? That's how Jake is. Anybody got any more research? If not, you doing it. All right. Next one.
Somebody grab 1 Samuel 15, 22 and 23. Just get back. Our people are disobedient to the laws and statutes of Yahweh Shai. This is going to go into an account of someone who didn't follow those laws, statutes, and commandments as he was instructed clearly.
This is 1 Samuel 15, right?
Verse 22.
15, 22. Okay. 1 Samuel 15, 22. And Samuel said, had Yahweh as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices, as in obeying the voice of Yahweh. Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hear and to hearken than the fat of rams.
So this is going into when Saul was told to utterly destroy the Amalekites, but he decided to bring back his choice of the lambs and the oxen to sacrifice to Yahweh Shai, even though he was told clearly by Samuel that he had to destroy everything that was there.
Verse 23, for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry, because thou hast received the word of Yahweh, he hath also rejected thee from being king.
So because Saul didn't listen to the words of Yahweh Shai, his kingship was stripped from him. And as it said, rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. It says, I can't remember the scripture, but it says, suffer not a witch to live.
Yep.
So that's a death-worthy offense.
Yep.
And what are our people, man? They're the most rebellious people on the face of the earth.
Yep.
So that's why they have to be put to death.
Yep.
Like the brother had brought up about the degenerate plant. When you got weeds amongst the good plants, you gotta cut them out. You gotta throw them off to the side and burn them. And that's what's about to happen to 2/3 of our people.
I got it. This is the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 15, verse 13, that whosoever will not seek the Lord our power of Israel should be put to death. You know, and 2/3 of our people, they're not seeking their power. You know, they're not seeking the house, Yahweh, man. You know, they're seeking bugged out things.
Seeking the bag.
Seeking the bag. Seeking damn Christmas lights to put on their damn trees. You know, seeking shades. Seeking these stocks. They're not seeking Yahweh, man. You know? Keep reading. So 2 Chronicles chapter 15, verse 13.
Yep.
That whosoever will not seek the Lord our power of Israel should be put to death.
Yep.
Whether small or great, whether man or woman.
The Lord is no respecter of person.
That's right.
Right? It don't matter who you are. So having a vagina doesn't exempt you from judgment.
That's right.
If your ass is wicked and you don't repent, you're gonna get what's right. That's right. You see? Being a celebrity, being an entertainer, because you got $1 million in your bank account, ain't gonna exempt you from getting judgment.
That's right.
See?
That's right.
Any more of that? Nah.
I was
Quick precept going into that. Feed the spirit.
This is Proverbs 28, verse 4, right?
We started 4. We're down to 9.
All right, verse 4. They that forsake the law praise the wicked.
You see, brother DeBarcabosh just read the precept. All those that don't want to serve the Lord are going to be put to death. Read it one more time.
they that forsake the law praise the wicked.
Because in you not coming back to your heritage, you're praising Esau and his sister. Meaning you're one with Esau. Meaning you praising Esau's God, which is Satan. Go ahead.
But such as keep the law contend with them.
So when you come back to doing the words of this book, in spirit and in truth, you're fighting, you contending with the world. The Lord wants us to fight for him. He said, who's going to rise up for me against the evildoers, right? So when you come back to keeping his word in spirit and in truth, you're contending with the world. That's what the Lord wants. Go ahead.
Verse 5. Evil men understand not judgment.
See, these niggas don't understand the judgment of the Lord. And these people don't. They think that God is all love. But the scriptures tell you that the issues of death belong to the Lord. See, they don't understand judgment. They don't understand why when a little child died and they cry, I don't understand that. Why that happened? The Lord said, whoever perished be innocent.
See, that says Satan. They're like, oh,
Yeah, they say it's Satan.
God must have did this.
And then the scriptures also say that we're born in sin and shaped in iniquity. So ain't no way out of that. See, they don't understand that though. Go ahead.
It says, evil men understand not judgment.
Yep.
But they that seek Yahweh understand all things.
Understand what?
All things.
They understand all things. Through the Holy Spirit, through the Rakak Kodash. Now we got understanding of why, what happens, what's going on now, what's to come, the kingdom of heaven. Keep going.
Verse 6. Better is the poor that walketh in his uprightness.
So it's better to be poor on this side, not having much, but having what you need, which the Lord said He's going to supply all of our needs. The Lord take care of us, obviously. You see? So it's better to be poor in this world, and what else?
Then, better is the poor that walketh in his uprightness.
To live according to the word of the Lord. Go ahead.
Than he that is perverse in his own ways.
Uh-huh.
Though he be rich.
So just because you niggas got money, you got niggas like, Cam Newton and celebrities and entertainers and athletes, the baby and people like that. Now these kind of clowns out here, they got a lot of money. Floyd Mayweather and all these dudes got a lot of money. Some of these Edomites got a little money. It's better to live righteously and not have much than to be rich in this world with the resources and or money and material wealth. Because, hey, if you're walking uprightly, the Lord is going to honor that. Go ahead.
Verse 7. Whoso keepeth the law is a wise son.
So those that come back to keeping the law are the wise sons of Yahweh, the sons of the Most High. Lord willing, we endure to the end. We get salvation. Go ahead.
But he that is a companion of riotous men.
Yep, those are these niggas in the world. Those are the ones that's eating at the table of devils, the scriptures speak about. Go ahead.
Shameth his father.
Hey, that's a shame unto you from the Most High. The Most High looking down and said, I'm going to kill this nigga. Go ahead.
Verse 8. He that is he that by usury and by unjust gain increasing his substance, he shall gather it for him that will pity the poor.
Yep, keep going.
He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be abomination.
That's the point. So because you Jakes refuse to come back to this word, even when you pray, that's an abomination to the Lord. The Lord ain't hearing that. The Lord's like, hell no. And that shows you the spirit that our people are in because they don't understand what's in this book. You got
this is Proverbs 1:24. Because I have called and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. We're out here. The Most High speaks to his prophets. So we're out here, giving y'all the word, what the Most High is saying. And y'all refusing, man. Y'all slapping the Most High's hand away.
Yep. And the Most High is calling and you sending them to downtown.
Yeah.
The Most High calling and you hanging up.
Yeah.
You see? You didn't even give them a chance. Right. So what you think you're going to do to somebody like that? You're going to put them down. You're going to say, oh, my calling to you ain't good enough? Okay. Well, you figure it out your way.
He knocks at the door.
Yep.
And these people, they peeking through the window.
Yeah, look at the window.
To see who out there.
They're like, nah, I ain't trying to do that right now. Look, I'm gonna get back at them later on. Okay. All right.
What the dude to Jehovah's Witness, they just like,
Yep, that's what the trouble is. No, I ain't gonna answer that. Most are like, okay, cool.
Verse 25. But ye have said at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
Yep.
And that's the Most High, man. The Most High is going to mock y'all when y'all fear comes. When the Most High causes this whole society to break loose, he's gonna be laughing up there, man.
Yep.
And we're gonna be laughing too. It says, verse 27, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
Hey, that distress, you see, that whirlwind, what does that get into? The time of Jacob's trouble. But it's going to be just complete confusion out here. Civil unrest. These race wars are coming. These Edomites, and you got these Edomites, you know, these Trump 2020 Edomites, they ready to roll. They ready to rock and roll. So when that time comes, and you got race wars going on, you got civil unrest, a lack of food, a famine of bread, a famine of the word, the men of the Lord not being here, and just straight chaos, the scriptures say what? The women are going to be getting ravished, the children are going to be getting dashed to pieces. What's going to be your answer then? Brother was speaking about it earlier, the elder brother was speaking about it. He said, what's going to be your solution? What is going to be your plan of action? What are you going to do? And most importantly, who are you going to call on? Because you got to call on somebody.
Because Kemet can't do nothing. Vishnu can't do nothing.
Not a damn thing.
What's another one? Jesus Christ, Buddha.
Yeah, Buddha.
They can't
Allah.
do nothing to stop this, man.
Yep, not a damn thing.
All of this is going to happen. It's simple, you come back to how Shem Yahushua.
Yep.
You know, and no one is going to feel bad for you, man.
That's a little bit. Verse 28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Verse 29. For they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh.
Go back to 28.
28. Proverbs 1:28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
Just like how the Lord called you, and you gave him the down tone.
Yep.
That's right.
You gonna call the Lord, and he gonna give you the down tone.
Come like this number is not connected.
Exactly. You have reached, you know, and you get bugged out. You know, exactly.
Because you know another precept with that goes into scripture said they're gonna seek north to south, east to west, looking for the man of the Lord. They're gonna be fire. They're gonna be looking for the truth. They're gonna be like, somebody, man, where's some dudes, man? They're gonna be going to people that know, hey man, don't you know somebody that's an Israelite?
What's the name of the Lord again?
What was his brother saying, man?
Exactly. What's the mark of the beast?
They're gonna be looking for videos on the internet and shit before they never want to watch them. They be looking for videos, trying to get the name of the Lord. Okay, okay, I got it.
It's like how they walking past, and that day, they're gonna be looking for us, man. You know what I'm saying? We brothers that will teach the scriptures. You know? And the Lord is not gonna hear you, man. You know, because you didn't want to hear the prophets. See, the Lord speaks to you so-called blacks, Latino, Native Americans, through the mouthpieces of prophets, man. The Lord not gonna come down here and speak to you directly, man. That's why he set us up. And Yahweh Tsar, we are those men. You know, and what are you gonna do, man?
It says, they shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
Not gonna find you, man. You know? Not gonna find the prophets, not gonna find the Lord, and all of that, man.
Yeah, and also whatever little knowledge y'all got of the scriptures, y'all gonna lose it.
Exactly. You're gonna find yourself hungry and cold.
Yeah. Complete darkness, man. It says, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh.
They do hate knowledge, man.
Yeah.
They hate knowledge. They love folly, though.
Yeah.
You know, and just like the brother Sakallah got into, you know, the definition of the word folly is
Foolishness.
foolishness, stupid. Stupid. How people love being stupid, man. You know, you had Jake out here doing it, that damn, what's the name of that challenge, that cardboard challenge, crate challenge. You know, they love stuff like that, man. You know?
I got a precept for y'all. It's 2 Timothy chapter 3. I'm going to start in verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come.
Terrible times, man. You know, are ready to come, man. To you so-called blacks, Latino, Native Americans, man.
Verse 2. For men shall be lovers of their own selves.
You got a lot of that going on. People taking selfies and all of that, man. You know, all you see is a bunch of men up here taking selfies of themselves, man.
Covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy.
That sound like Jake, man. You know, unthankful. They're not thankful about the life that they received, man. You know,
You always want more.
they always want more and never give thanks. See, we give thanks to Yahweh Shemel Shah for everything that we have, man.
And the Lord said in the scriptures, such as in their lifetime have received benefits and have not known me.
right.
See, these niggas is unthankful. But now I got that word, perilous. This definition for you, that was all you had for that? Okay, it said perilous times. So we're in a time of perilous times, right? Which we know is the time of Jacob's trouble. And you know, and there's great tribulation that's about to come, right? Perilous, dangerous, hazardous,
Dangerous, hazardous, man.
risky,
Risky,
unsafe,
unsafe,
treacherous,
treacherous,
uncertain,
uncertain,
insecure,
insecure,
critical,
critical,
difficult,
difficult,
and problematic.
problematic, man. You know,
Jake,
terrible times ahead, Jake.
Jake is in their security right now, man.
That's right.
Even though they're in slavery, they secure in their comforts. All right, 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 3. Without natural affection, truce breakers.
That's right. Can't trust Jake, man. You know, Jake will probably, oh, brother, I do this for you, and turn around and bug out on you.
Truce breakers, false accusers,
That's right.
incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good.
That's right. They despise us, man. You know, they despise the men of the Lord. You know, all the brothers here probably had to deal with a bug out. You know, or at least a thumbs down and all of that, man. You know, you got people out here that know the Israelites coming against the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. You know, you got family that come against the brothers that teach the truth. You know, despisers of those that are good, man. You know,
And these type of niggas are quick to say, well, you ain't no better than me, you know, so on and so forth. No, nigga, we are better than you.
that's right.
The Lord said, hey, he said that the elect, the Lord willing we have that number, you know, are better than those that's in their same class.
That's right.
Nigga, we a class ahead of you. You lower class, we upper class. So we are better than you.
Yeah, I was trying to say I'm from above.
You from beneath.
That's right.
We are better than you.
You got people in nasty community, people in nasty community say we all the same.
Right, now hell no.
No, we not, man. You know,
See, scripture also say that the righteous is more excellent than his fellows.
That's right. Yep. Yep.
2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 4. Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of the Most High.
that sound like Jake.
Yep.
Love us some pleasure. I love the money, I love the hoes, I love the cars.
That's all that the society pushes, man, is that do what thou wilt.
That's right.
So all Jake seeks is things that are pleasurable to him. Like I always say, Jake has been reduced to an animalistic state, where
Beast.
yeah, brute beast kind. Where all they look for is what they're gonna eat next,
Yep.
where they're gonna have sex next,
Yep.
and where their next entertainment
That's
is
it.
coming from.
That's it. You know what I call them? I call them niggas with rabbit-ass minds. If you ever look at a rabbit, he's a one-dimensional thinker. He'll sit there and just eat. He'll look left, look right, and he'll look straight ahead. That's how Jake is. Jake is on the low-ass level. Jake's vibration is low as hell. You see? And it shows because, once again, we've been talking about it, reiterating this old lesson. Anything that Jake hear that's righteous, they can't receive it. It shows you the Lord done blocked, how the Lord, the angels, have blocked our people. 2/3 from getting it. The Lord really don't want these niggas.
That's the curse that David put on.
It is. Yep. Let this be a snare and a stumbling block. You know? So there it is. So it's amazement by those, you know, for us as coming into this thing and eyes have opened. It's amazement. Like, hey, but these niggas is really this rude.
Right.
You see? But that's the spirit of the Lord. You know?
2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 5. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof.
In that form of godliness, you know, an example of that is you'll have Jake come up and he'll be like, oh man, y'all telling the truth or whatever. Yeah, you know. Hell yeah, man, that's the word, that's the truth. But the nigga will just walk off. He won't come back, he won't inquire, he won't get the camp page. No. Let me see about this. Hey, tell me about my salvation. Jake, he got a form of godliness. He'll say I love God, but he don't do nothing that God say. You see? But not according to knowledge. Yeah, not according to knowledge. See? So where's that zeal gonna get you if you ain't got this knowledge? Because the Lord say that He only love those that dwell with wisdom.
Yeah.
See?
Back to verse 5. 2 Timothy 3 and 5. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such, turn away.
Yeah.
So we're supposed to, everything that we just listed on this list, in the scriptures, is things that we have to turn away from, man. We have to separate ourselves from, we gotta separate ourselves from these wicked niggas, man. God damn. All right.
This shit is terrible out here.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verse 12.
Yep.
Therefore will I number you to the sword.
That's beautiful.
Ye shall all bow down to the slaughter.
Woo! That's the time of Jacob's trouble.
That's right.
That's when the sword of the Lord, which is Esau, let's prove that. You get one Esau is the sword of the Most High. Esau is the sword of the Most High. I think it's like it's Psalm 17 and 13 or verse 17.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verse 12.
Yep.
Therefore will I number you to the sword.
The Lord say He's gonna number, 2/3 of the sword. Go ahead.
And ye shall all bow down to the slaughter.
And you're gonna bow down to the slaughter because you're gonna be right there with the rest of these heathens. They're gonna be bewildered out here, running around, like a goddamn wildebeest in the midst of lions, trying to figure out what the hell going on. You see? Got another. I got this.
It's Isaiah 10 and verse 5. It says, O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff of my hand, and their hand is mine indignation.
Yep. Now you got to bring it up.
You said how Esau was
The sword?
the sword.
Psalm 17. Get Psalm 17.
Basically, Esau, he was a so-called white man with the Lord's whipping stick,
Yep. So when you sing Esau on your ass, and you ain't got no answers out here, you looking confused, trying to figure out what's going on, just know that was the will of the Lord because you refused Him. So He said, all right, well, cool.
You got them Gurkha troops kicking in your door,
Yep.
snatching up your
What's going on,
family.
brother? What's going on, brother? All right, give me that Psalm 17 real quick. But the brother DeMarco Pasre said he gonna number you to the sword, and you all gonna bow down to the slaughter. Well, what is that sword talking about? Hey, he's talking about be putting his own people to death too.